people from the back. I hope you can come here and so we can share a bit of our story, no, from GCash for Business. Okay, so let me start. Ang haba nung intro ko kanina. Okay, so one question for everybody. Everybody who's here in the participation area. Who amongst you ang merong GCash right now? Raise your hands. Diba? So, alam naman natin that GCash is already a consistent platform that we use every day. And I think just to share with you how we started in GCash, it's really with a vision that we want to provide finance for all. So what do we mean by this? Dati, kapag kailangan natin magbayad sa business natin or kailangan natin magbayad ng utang, we have to go to the banks to deposit our checks, or we have to have a lot of documents for us to create savings also. The vision for GCash is really simple. How do we democratize all of these financial solutions so that all of you, whether you don't have that document or you have that document, can enjoy and have access to the solutions that you have not before. And I think the reason why kaya tayo successful ngayon with GCash is that we are able to stay at the forefront of providing that exact vision that we thought about for the consumers and now for business owners. So, one of the things that actually is indicative if you are a successful brand, coming from my experience, is that when your brand is being talked about and language na siya. Right now, di ba pag kunwari gusto natin magpabayad from our friends or as business owners, when we want to receive payments, pwede nating sabihin, pa-GCash na lang po. So now, GCash as a brand has actually transformed itself as a verb. And that is one of the things that we are so proud of in GCash because we're able to do this. And what's good is that when we study the consumer behavior, we know that 1 in 5 financial transactions in the Philippines are actually made via e-wallet. And we do know that the #1 e-wallet now in the Philippines is GCash. Second, 60% of retail payment transactions in the Philippines are actually digital. Before, kailangan meron kayong panukli, kailangan ready lagi ang cash so that you can receive payments at pwede kayo magbigay ng sukle sa mga customers. Right now, it's so easy to receive payments because sakto yung payments, you have the app, and therefore, it's removing the friction of the business owner and the consumers in transacting with each other. And lastly, 43% of Filipinos carry less cash as they move cashless. Nabasa ko the other day that before, cash is king. Meaning, for every Filipino, cash pa rin, pinakamura. Cash pa rin ang pinaka-trusted. But now, we're shifting to a different era wherein cash is no longer king. Because going digital for the future is actually giving us more leverage to be more efficient with our money, smarter with our money, and really, nag-go worldwide na yung habits natin even as Filipinos. Okay? And we continue that shift even among MSMEs. Just to tell you a bit of story, how GCash for Business actually started growing. Noong pandemya, and I'm sure that's one of the worst moments that we've experienced in our lives, no? During the pandemic, ang hirap bumili ng essentials because you actually don't know if kahit naka-gloves ka, naka-mask ka, kahit naka-costume ka just to go to 7-Eleven, you don't know if you're gonna get sick if you're gonna buy something. And also, all of the stores are closed then. And it was actually GCash and all of the other digital solutions like e-commerce allowed us to transact with MSMEs because they can pay online. They can actually receive their payments at their doorstep. So all of these frictionless tools helped us during the worst pandemic that we've experienced to date. And that is why we appreciated, and majority of our customers in GCash for Business, they've appreciated this shift in mindset wherein mas open tayo in entertaining digital tools in order for us to not just grow our business, but make ourselves more effective and efficient. That's why 84% of business owners are actually using online tools. Okay, second question ko, kanina, sino may GCash? Ngayon naman, sino ang business owners dito? Or gustong maging business owner? Kaya tayo na dito sa event. Okay? So, because you are here, and if you look around you, all of the franchisees, I'm sure that one of the mode of payments that they're entertaining, whether it's in a terminal or a QRPH, already is in a form of a digital tool. Okay? Now, of course, as a brand and as a marketer, my number one job is to know what is really the insight. Ano nga bang problema ng mga bagong business owners right now? I mean, what are the struggles that you're facing? Ang pag-business owner ka, isa lang naman gusto mo, kaya ka nagbi-business. Gusto mong kumita. Gusto mo rin mag-grow yung business mo. You're here, you're exploring all of the franchisers that you can like ask questions about so that you can start little or you can start big. Kung basta may puhunan ka, right? But what we realize is that as a business owner, meron tayong mga straightforward problems that we're facing right now. And that is one, even if the digital tools are actually ready for you today, hindi sila madali. They're very complex. You don't understand them. They're not very intuitive. Second, of course, simple lang naman gusto ko magkaroon ng maliit na store na nagbebenta, sabihin natin ng milk tea. But then, the complexity of the operations when running your business, you only realize that when you have your business. And therefore, the question is, what are the tools now that I should be buying that hindi makaka-disrupt nung cash flow ko? Right? Because as a business owner, again, the number one goal is really to earn more money. And if you have to shell out or experiment on a lot of expenses, that is actually hindering you from actually earning more of the income that you're already getting every day. And then third is that when we look at the landscape of digital tools out there, actually guys, marami. It's not just us. We see a lot of solutions available online, available in-app. But then the question is it for me? Does it understand the problems that I have when when I'm operating my business? And so, when we thought about this, me and, of course, GCash for Business, we thought, if yun yung problema ng mga business owners right now, how might we solve those problems? What is that one thing that we should be leveraging on in order for us to be able to help the businesses grow with us? So, to summarize, Filipino MSMEs are eager to grow, but they struggle due to complexity, cost of tools, and limited functionality. And therefore, when we thought about the brand for GCash for Business for this year, the one word that we want to leverage on is the word easy. Hindi madali mag-business, pero gusto naming padaliin paano kayo magsimula mag-business, how you operate your business, how you parang curate the tools that you need for your business, but will still enable you to grow and not spend so much. And therefore, I'm so happy to introduce you to our campaign this year. It's really that GCash for Business wants you to enter your easy era. Because right now, with all of our customers, and one example is Annie here. I'm sure, hindi ko alam kung nakakausap ko lahat, but among all of you, I'm sure one person is a micro seller that only sells in bazaars. And one of the complex things that you are when you're in bazaar is, number one, yes, may QR code tayo with GCash. Sometimes may terminal. But ordering terminals is quite expensive. So let me introduce our first product. It's called Pocket Pay. So allow me to play the video so that you can enjoy what Pocket Pay is, and then later on I'll discuss further.
Get this.
Do you accept card?
Do you have change?
Need more payment options for your customers? G with the new GCash Pocket Pay. Phone a POS machine? G. Accept credit cards? G. Quick transactions? G. Entering your easy era? G with the new GCash Pocket Pay. POS machine na ang phone mo.
Yes. Palakpakan naman dyan, guys, because this is one of the first innovations that we actually thought of to help micro sellers enable micro sellers to accept credit cards. Dati, kailangan mo mag-apply for terminals before you have to meet a certain quota in order for you to be able to accept credit card payments. Right now, when you visit our booth, we can show you that you can just download the app and start receiving credit card payments through your phone. Amazing, right? So that's one of the things that we are trying to do to make it easier for you to accept payments and grow your business. Now, what is GCash Pocket Pay? Hindi na ako magdudwell on dito because I do want you guys to engage with our booth. But there are 3 things that I'm proud of in sharing with you guys today. One is that now you can start accepting your card payments through your phone. Sabi nga namin, POS na ang cellphone mo. And with that also comes a lot of features in the app that is very good for your business. What are these? Number 2, you can track your business transactions through your phone. So parang imagine niyo, it's like your GCash app. You can see all of the transactions that comes in and goes out of your app once you receive credit card payments. And third, it's also easy to move around funds. One of the things that we know, na sabi ko kanina, it's complex, no? It's really paying your paying your suppliers, paying your bills. And hopefully, when we interviewed merchants, sabi na, sana may isang platform that can actually do this. And that's how we designed Pocket Pay in order for us to provide easy experiences for MSMEs like you. So hindi dyan nagtatapos yung mga innovations that we have for GCash for Business. Nagsisimula pa lang ako. The second one is really for this merchant, si Joel. Nung in-interview namin siya, and I think this is more relevant to the people who are in this expo. Because one of the things na pinoproblema ni Joel when you're a franchisee is that in your small store, ikaw na nga yung may-ari ng business, ikaw pa yung cashier. Tapos ikaw pa rin yung nag-e-entertain sa customers mo, right? So, si Joel, talagang windang na siya. Kasi siya talaga lahat. So when we thought about it, meron naman siyang QR. He is a GCash user. He accepts cash. But then, how can we make it easier for him to enable himself to be the cashier, to be the salesperson in his cart, etc. And that's when we thought, actually, we only require simple solutions to address complex problems like Joel's. So I want you to, again, I'll pause here so that you can watch the video of our next innovation that is called SoundPay.
Hi, would you like to try?
This one. Espresso cappuccino.
Hirap mag-track ng payments pag busy at solo sa cashier?
G with the new GCash SoundPay.
200 pesos. Payment received.
Confirm agad ang payments?
Payment received.
QR for all your crew?
Payment received.
Payments you can hear?
Payment received.
Entering your easy era?
G with GCash SoundPay. Now I hear it when they pay.
Yan. So that is our second solution, which is GCash for SoundPay. I know you might be thinking, di ba QR yun, but it can talk? Yun lang, that's the only feature it has. Actually, even if you think that it's so simple, it solves a lot of complex problems. Because when you receive a QR payment, whether, kasi sa phone mo naman titingnan, right? Did I receive the payment? Right? But when you're busy, ang hirap maging efficient in the store. You have to be able to multitask within the store. And so that sound is actually very, very important if you are a seller like Joel. Okay, so again, we are very happy and excited to announce also today that SoundPay, you can get it, you can apply for it in our booth. And one of the features is, first, of course, what I said, ngayon, secure na yung payments nyo, lalo na maraming scammers ngayon, di ba? Pinapakita nila, kunwari, resibo ng purchase nila. But it's not true because you can do that in a lot of apps right now. But because there's an instant voice verification, you also feel as merchants that it's secure and that it's instant, and then you can multitask. And second, it's also good that it's very mobile. Meaning, nakikita ko, ang talino kasi ng mga Pinoy. Nung nagsisimula si GCash, piniprint nila yung QR. They put it on the tabletop where, if they have a tabletop for their businesses, minsan, nilalaminate, tapos ginagawang ID. And so we thought, sige, bakit di natin gamitin yung idea na yon and just make it more hardworking in order for these merchants, because yun yung kailangan nila. That's what they're already doing. So I think that's the beauty of SoundPay. And lastly, it's just really easy to access all of these solutions in our platform. So I've mentioned earlier, there's Pocket Pay, there's SoundPay. And so saan ko naman makikita lahat ng transactions that is happening, no? And that is what we call GCash for Portal. So I just imagine, I'm gonna laymanize it. So GCash for Portal is actually your GCash app. Everything happens in the portal. So you have your tool, which is your Pocket Pay to receive credit card payments. And then you have SoundPay to receive also QR payments. And then where does it go? Where does the transaction go? Because when you go home, magbibilang ka ng sales mo. When you need supplies, bibili ka ng supplies and you can pay your bills, etc. You can't pay your bills via your Pocket Pay, right? Or your QR code. But in the GCash for Business portal, you can do these things. So that's actually our aim, and I'm very, very fortunate to be able to share with you the vision that we currently have, or we have started with GCash for Business. One of the things that we also realize is that ang pinaka-struggle natin is, apart from efficiency that SoundPay addresses, or expansion of mode of payment that Pocket Pay helps you with. The second one is really the wallet limit when you're dealing with GCash. So, ma-share ko lang guys, if you're a GCash user, that doesn't mean that you are a GCash for Business user. And in order for you to be able to enjoy the benefits of how it is being a GCash for Business merchant na hindi hassle, then our solutions are for you. Because there's no wallet limit if you are a formal GCash for Business merchant. And then you can freely transact within the portal that we built for you. And lastly, no transaction fees for suppliers for cashless payments. Ngayon kasi meron di ba 15 pesos sa iba, 5 pesos sa iba, meron pa rin. Akala natin mura yung 15 pesos, pero sa dami nating supplier, mahal na pala yon. So these are just a few, features that we wanted to give you today. But before I end my talk, I feel like I have to go back to the first items that I've discussed earlier. In GCash, our vision really is to provide finance for all. And I think majority of you guys know that already. You can loan without a lot of documents. You can transfer. You are able to receive payments when you want to, or if you're a business owner. In GCash for Business, it's the same. When we started this, when we thought about what are the strategies to grow our brand, it is not just for our revenue, but also it's grounded on our vision that how can we democratize all of these products that should be designed to cater to the MSMEs. MSMEs yung priority namin above all. So I think I've done a okay na job to just describe all of the innovations that we currently have this year. And I'm very excited if you are going to our booth and just visit us there to learn more about our products. And I'm also very thankful for the organizers for inviting us. And thank you all.